Leicester's Boubakary Soumare showed physicality, elegance versus Spartak. For a player with one goal in a career spanning 126 senior matches, it certainly was on the audacious side. But, hey, wasn't it Wayne Gretzky who said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take? Or was it the boss in the US version of The Office? Either way, Boubakary Soumare gets the gist. When he found the ball bobbling towards him 25 yards from goal, who can blame him for thinking, go on then. The Leicester City midfielder struck it so clean, and, for a moment, it looked bound for the stanchion. Instead, it rattled the crossbar. Oh well, maybe next time. It was the closest Leicester had come to scoring against Spartak Moscow in a game close to must-win territory for the home side as they looked to qualify for the Europa League knockout stages. Leicester had been bright, much brighter in fact, than their recent Premier League defeat to Arsenal. And Soumare, the £17 million summer signing from French champions Lille, had been at the heart of it. This young lad from the same Paris suburbs as two former Leicester legends N'Golo Kanté and Riyad Mahrez. Brendan Rodgers signed Soumare because he reminded him of both his star midfielders. He has the physicality of Wilfred Ndidi, Leicester's ball-winning bloodhound. He also has the elegance of Youri Tielemans, one of the finest passers in European football. A hybrid, as Rodgers called him. The best of both worlds, you might say. And in the first half at the King Power Stadium, he showed just that. At one stage, you half expected the 22-year-old Soumare to take a moment in between threading passes through the midfield to retie his smoking jacket and pour himself another scotch. Time after time, he collected the ball on the edge of the center circle, rolled away from an oncoming opponent, and played a pass ahead of him into midfield. And yet, for all the silken slippers, it was not quite enough. He has the qualities of Tielemans and Ndidi, but he is also neither in their fullest brilliance. It was still Tielemans who found the most gaps in the Spartak defense, both in the build-up to Soumare's own shot against the crossbar and for a later chance with which Patson Daka found thin air. And had Ndidi been on the pitch early in the second half, Victor Moses would likely not have had the space to make his way into the penalty area to nod home the opening goal in the game. It was no surprise that just 7 minutes after Moscow took the lead, Rodgers brought Ndidi on as Leicester levelled. Soumare moved further forward. Rodgers has a grand plan to turn the one-goal deep-lying midfielder into a goal-scoring box-to-box star. Yet his influence continued to fade as the hosts strived for a late winner. He made way with a few minutes to go before Leicester's late flurry of chances that went begging to leave the Foxes third in the group with 2 games to play. Yet still,